Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a fantastically, awesomely, wonderful day so far. My day is going alright. I'm just having an alright day, nothing special happening. But yeah, today we are reacting to chicken fried steak with Kent Rollins. Now, I know I said yesterday that I'm not going to react to any more food because I am on quite a strict diet at the moment. The doctors have put me on a diet for some reason. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but I'm going to stick to it for a while and see what happens. But I couldn't resist when I saw this one because one, I love Kent. He's such an awesome guy. And two, chicken fried steak confused the life out of me when I first heard about it. I thought it was steak that you were calling chicken. Why would you call steak chicken? And then I found out it was chicken. And then I was like, why are you calling chicken steak? And then I was just even more confused for a while, but now I finally got my head around it, so I'm quite keen to see how it's made. Before we get into today's video, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling extra frisky, you may as well give the video a like as well. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee page and a Patreon page linked down in the description if you want to check it out to help support the channel, but please feel no obligation to do so. And without further ado, let's check out Kent Rollins' chicken fried steak.
My name is Kent Rollins. I live in Hollis, Oklahoma. Born on a ranch. Been a cowboy all my life. 52 years old. I've cooked off this chuck wagon for 21 years. I've entertained for about 20 years. Cooked for elk hunters in some of the most remote conditions that you can find. I've cooked in conditions that are 121 degrees. Had one heat stroke, but I can get the job done. That's what I do. I cook for 17 cowboys, 3 meals a day. My day starts at 3:30 in the wintertime. A lot of times you get up of a morning, it may be 5, 6 degrees, wind chill would be 31, 32 degrees below zero. You cook all day in that, get to bed 8:30, 9 o'clock, you start over the next day. It usually takes 3 weeks. This old stove that we got here, and call her old Bertha. She weighs 385 pounds. If I can load her and unload her by myself, I think that's heavy enough. 16-inch oven weighs about 44 pounds. You put something in it, it weighs a little more than that. You carry one of them around all day, it'll help your attitude, I promise you. So if you want to give me a chance, all you got to do is holler. I'll sure come out there and make a hand.
Well, this looks like a little bit of a backstory as well, which is great because I've never really heard his backstory. He's such an awesome bloke, isn't he?
We grew up on a ranch all our life. You know, that's all we ever did was ranch and cowboy. And my mother made sure that we all learned to cook, clean, and sew. She said, you'll need it someday. I never was for sure about the cleaning.
I was cooking and cleaning.
Cooking, she was right. So we'd trade off. I'd cook breakfast, Mom would go with them to feed at the house before we went somewhere else to feed, you know. Well, it was pretty easy as long as I didn't have to clean it up, and I thought it was the grandest thing I'd ever seen, and sort of got to where I enjoyed it and got to cooking a lot. Some of them old timers didn't take a lot of pride in what they was cooking. It's just a meal so you go back to work, you know, and I told myself, if I ever become a cook, I'm gonna cook something better than that. We started cooking on working ranches back in the early 90s, and it's something that I guess is a part of history because it's something I'm never gonna give up.
I love the way he talks and I love his attitude. He loves food and he loves to do it right. You know, it's not just something to sustain you throughout the day. He wants to make it taste good and be good. So, yeah, fair play to him. What a legend. I love this guy.
So, Ken, where chicken fried steak originate?
There we
go.
Well,
you know, I think the first documented recipe that they actually have for chicken fried steak come in 1940s, 1950s.
I'm getting confused again.
And really, it started out not as any kind of delicacy, but some way to make meat more tender. I mean, when you coat meat with a flour mixture and then you dip it in a batter and you fry it, not only are you increasing the size of your meat, but you're also giving it a different texture and it's going to become more tender. Today, Jeremy, we use a better cut of meat. We use a top sirloin. It's better than maybe what they might have had at that time. And it's a whole lot tender. It's a really good cut of meat. I love to use a top sirloin.
I'm so confused again now. I'm so confused. I'm going to keep watching. I thought I had it nailed. Now I'm more confused than ever.
Chicken fry. But a true chicken fry to me is always a good piece of top sirloin. Doesn't have the white piece of gristle that runs through the middle because people don't want to cut into a chicken fry and find a piece of gristle. They want to cut into a chicken fry and find meat, and that's what we're after. And we get our meat today from Harder House, south of Branson here. They're good people. I'm sure you know where they're at. They got a good top sirloin for us. Cut them about 5.5 ounces, run them through the tenderizer about 3 times, and it's quality. I've used their stuff before, so there's no doubt in my mind it's just going to get better. And
Sounds great.
we've just got this flour mixture here mixed up with a little of our seasoning. I'll tell you what, Jeremy, nothing I like better than washing dishes, just put them in there. All right, 3 eggs, and it depends on the amount of meat you want to double dip here and whatever you want to do with it. Add a little milk, and if you want to change this one more time and not use this milk, whole milk, use canned milk. Canned milk's always a little richer, and on the ranch we use canned milk a lot because
A little better there, I take it.
it'll give it a little richer texture, a little richer taste, and we're going to double dip them.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and get one of them, put it in the flour. It's sort of like, you know they're going to be good, Jeremy. It's like,
It's all right there. Look at that.
yeah,
meat. It's beautiful.
when you're going to double baptize something, you're going to dip it in here again and then take it out
Double
and then baptize it
baptize.
one more time. You know it's got to be good.
Oh, that's definitely going to be tender. I mean, they put it through the tenderizer so much. It's got like hole. That's going to be good. Yeah, look at that. It's got holes in it.
Little bath.
Get her over closer to you.
You know, fork works, but best way is to get it.
That's right. Get your hands in it. That's what you call a real chicken fried steak.
It looks beautiful.
Oh, I could murder a couple of those now.
We're going to use the same grease we fried them chicken fries in. That's what makes gravy good. I don't care what state you're in. And you got to have a roux if you're going to make any kind of gravy. And we're just going to use flour, canned milk, and water. My grandmother taught me how to make gravy years ago, and I've never made the same batch of gravy twice, I guess in 40-something years of cooking. But I prefer to use canned milk. It makes it a little richer. And water.
I've never tried to make a gravy like this. I'm definitely going to though, because it makes, like, I've obviously used the juices in that before, but I've never used milk or anything in gravies. So I'll definitely try that.
We will take this back over at old Bertha, and she's going to finish it off here in a minute.
Old Bertha. I need an old
A
Bertha.
little salt and a little pepper, and that'll do us. Hey, let's eat. I'm going to throw it out. You know, we got this.
Gotta be a
chicken
tough
fried
old
steak
boy.
Finally ready to go. And we're going to plate it up here. We also made some of these Red River Ranch beans, and they're a pretty staple of life down there where we come from. Then we have sparkling potatoes. We can't forget the gravy. Chicken fried steak is not chicken fried steak without good gravy. Sourdough biscuit. Blueberry cream cheese turnip.
Everything. I tell you what. That meal is going to keep you sustained for a while, isn't it? Flippin' heck. Do you know what I like about him? He's not precious, is he? He's not like, oh, it's exactly 1 teaspoon of... He knows what he's doing. I'm not saying I'm a good cook like him or anything, but when I cook, I'm not really precious about measurements. I go by taste a lot of the time. What a legend. I really, really enjoy his videos. I do watch a lot of them off camera as well. Yeah, because I'd like to get one of those outdoor cooking areas and start cooking in that. it's just like an investment. Everything's an investment, isn't it? So you got to think about like what needs to be done first. Kids need shoes, or you know how it is. Every day something else needs your attention. But yeah, I love those videos. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.